Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Tour Pro Talks. I'm Genevieve White, travel and tourism copywriter and coach. A warm welcome to our live audience, and if you're watching later on replay, hello to you too. I'm joined today by an expert guest, Ivan Ivanovic. Welcome, Ivan.
Thank you very much.
Now, just a little bit about Ivan, if you don't already know him. Ivan is the founder of AI Tourism Innovator. And as an AI consultant for travel tech and tourism brands, he's worked with over 100 clients from across the tourism sector. He also runs AI Tourism Innovator newsletter and the AI Tourism Talks LinkedIn Live series. So that is well worth having a look at if you haven't already. Now, in a moment or two, I'm going to pass over to Ivan. Ivan's got some very exciting freebies and resources and a very special offer for two of our audience members, but he's going to mention that in a moment. But first, a very quick note on how today is going to work. So as you know, Ivan's going to be sharing how to turn one great content idea into 5 pieces of compelling content. And he's going to be using some AI along the way. So before we get started, as usual, you can say hello and where you're watching or listening from, just as usual, but also really important, if you could let us know how comfortable you are with AI. Do you use AI every day, sometimes, or have you never used it before at all? And that will really help us going forward. Now, Ivan, over to you. I know you've got something to share with us, so I'm just going to, there you go.
Yes, we can go like this. I would like to say, because it's a great opportunity to say that I'm really genuinely pleasure. I have a genuine pleasure to become a part of your network, and also even bigger honor to be your guest.
Oh, thank you. It's lovely to have you with us.
It's a pleasure. This is just the intro slide. So we will go from one idea to 5 formats. Of course, I will showcase you how to do it in this particular case via ChatGPT. But of course, you can use different AI tools out there like Claude, Gemini, Copilot, whatever you like. And there will be a demo of this workflow. And what you will see today is actually how to build, because I'm using, particularly in this case, a ChatGPT paid version. This is also important to say. And you will see how to build your GPT from blank. What is my workflow, my working GPT in action, and also one reusable prompt for multiple content formats. I will show you also some other use cases if there is enough time, and how to save and scale with projects also within ChatGPT, which is the only possibility, as I know, any AI or tool or LLM is allowing you to do. This is also a paid version, a possibility. And also, I will showcase you the voice ChatGPT in ChatGPT to faster ideas and faster ideation. And I will show you my workflow, which is I can say it's not unique, of course, but it's different, and even professionals in AI field don't leverage it in that way, as I realized until now. And optional, if we have time, I will show you how to use Notebook LM in many case study. What this means for travel brands, it means that content that speaks directly to your travelers and partners, if you are into B2B sector, practical AI support for sales and marketing teams, free up hours each week for core operations, of course, to save time and also money. And for my examples in practice, that means one boutique operator, travel operator, of course, double LinkedIn engagement to 200% increase only for 30 days. We did this second option even without AI, but my previous so to say career and part of my career, the city tourism surge that grew revenue steadily over 9 years by 10% due to our activities. And as Jenny also mentioned, I have worked, it says 100 plus tourism clients in general. So not with AI only, because as you know already, it's a newer thing. And I started to leverage and to use AI tools a little bit more than 1 year ago. This we will leave for the end. And now I will present my screen.
Okay. Oh, before we do that, just one moment. We've got some comments from the viewers, which we'll have a look at as well. Just to say hello to a few of the audience members. We've got Verity. Hi, Verity. And Hang. Hang loves and hates AI at the same time. So, yep, I can relate to that for sure, Hang. Lindsay's comfortable with AI. Verity started to explore ChatGPT.
Oh, Alex is here. Okay. A professional.
I just read the first part of that and I thought he's having a laugh, and you are having a laugh, Alex. Hello. And Sarah says hello. Comfortable with AI. Okay, so we've got lots of folk. Hello, Marna, who are feeling quite comfortable with AI. But yeah, love-hate elements going on there as well. So what we're going to do then, before we get into the demo, I've really restrained myself today. I've just got 3 questions to ask Ivan. Because I'm very conscious of time, and I know he really wants to share something that's really going to help save our time, save our sanity, hopefully. And then there will hopefully be time at the end for your questions. In fact, please do pop your questions in, because even if we run it, we may run a little bit over today, but even if we run out of time eventually to answer all of the questions, Ivan's very kindly agreed to address your questions afterwards in the comments. Here's Stefan. Hello, Stefan from Sweden. Okay, so my first question for you today, Ivan, is what kind of content challenges are you seeing most often among tourism professionals at the moment?
Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge that I saw in this period, in last period, are inconsistency and lack of clarity. So many owners are too busy to post regularly, and also so the messages disappear. So to say, other also outsource. That's another possibility, but they end up with generic and lifeless content. And almost everyone struggles to adapt the content to different formats, right? Or different platforms, as you wish. So they burn out and creating everything from scratch.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that will definitely resonate with many of our viewers and listeners today, that feeling of burnout. Now, this next question then is, today, as you all know, Ivan's going to show us to turn one idea into 5 pieces of content. But before we get started, Ivan, what do you think is the most common mistake that people make when they are trying to repurpose content?
That would be treating repurposing as a copy-paste. Actually, not only repurposing. Believe it or not, most people and most businesses are using AI tools, first of all, free version, and with one prompt, if any. And that is hurting their brand heavily, because they get generic results as anybody else can do it, and they're publishing straight away, like to their websites, social media, or whatever, and they are hurting their brand heavily. So a LinkedIn post shouldn't look like a newsletter. A LinkedIn post has a hook, real hook, problem, agitation, solution, CTA. Should have these parts. Also, an email shouldn't feel like a blog, right? And without the structure, people duplicate content everywhere and waste hours also rewriting from scratch.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think that definitely rings true with me with a lot of the content that I see floating around for sure. So I think my third question and final question for now is probably something you're going to address anyway in your demo, but it's how can you keep that content feeling fresh and how can you avoid it coming across as generic? I think you maybe already touched on that a little bit in your last answer, but do you have anything else to say about that for now?
Yes, of course. You should adjust the tone, the length, and focus. And I said a LinkedIn post should start with a hook, re-hook, while a newsletter should expand with details. A carousel is, of course, visual if you are using carousels, for example, for LinkedIn or Instagram or some other platforms, while an email should feel more personal, right? So it's super crucial to add human touch, human details. So using AI without human editing won't get you anywhere, so to say. So you should use your stories, numbers. We as human beings, we love numbers, right? And you should add a founder's perspective so that each piece feels more alive. This feature of content, of course.
Okay, so injecting that human touch through storytelling, and yeah, that's interesting what you said about numbers as well. I've got lots more questions rattling around in my head, Ivan, but I want to save some space for the viewers and the audience to ask their questions at the end, and also for you. I think we've got a great question from Hang already. But Hang, if you don't mind holding on, we'll let Ivan carry on with his demo first, and then we'll open up the floor for questions at the end. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I just want to say a small disclaimer at the beginning, not to leave the audience without it. So first of all, AI is not the magic. Sorry, guys. If you combine your own expertise, your knowledge, your personality, so to say, and when you combine it with AI tools in a proper way, then it becomes a kind of magic, so to say. The another point I want to stress out is that there are two layers of adoption. There should be two layers of adoption. One is for speed, and that means for operations, everyday operations, to use AI to accelerate daily workflows. And the second one is to scale. That means to adopt it strategically within your business. This is super crucial. Most people don't do it anyhow in any using any software, any tech. So when you adopt it strategically within your business, then it becomes obviously a part of your business workflow, of your daily tasks. And also another point I would like to stress out is two directions to implement, so-called top-down. So the leaders and the leadership should lead, right? And they should be educated about adapting the AI itself. And the second one is bottom-up, super crucial. That means the employees also should be educated, leveraging and using AI tools on a daily basis as much as possible. When you combine these two, then you should have a win for adopting the AI. And the last point should be to start simple and then expand. What it means in practice, it means actually you should start with one platform, and also one AI tool. So one platform, for example, in this particular case, LinkedIn or some other platform, and one AI tool, either ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Copilot, DeepSeek, whatever, it doesn't matter. So it's important to leverage to get expertise on both sides, and then to expand. This these are my points before we start with them.
Okay, sounds like good advice.
Hopefully.
I
Can
believe.
you see my screen now?
Yes, I can. Yeah, it says
Okay.
ready when you are.
Okay. So I'm ready, and we will go over my workflow, and I will show you how I work and how I'm leveraging and using ChatGPT paid version in this particular case. Okay. So first of all, I will show you how to make your own GPT. I don't know how many people are here has their own GPTs. This is super crucial if you're using this tool. And the way to do it is to go here on your left hand side to the menu, and then you will get also, I believe, also in free version, you get this the market of GPTs made by other creators, right? There are plenty of them, but this is not the topic now. To make your own GPT, you go to this small button on the top right, and then go to My GPTs. And I will show you how to make it, and then I will show you one of mine, okay? So to make it, and I'm also showing you in the same time the workflow that you can use. You saw that I have also opened another tab, right? So you can open not too many tabs. I mean, you can open as many as you like, but you don't have a lag, back, whatever. And you can also, so before we dive in, you can also, and you should also download the desktop version with the same credentials, right, of the ChatGPT LLM application, and you can use it. I cannot show you with the same credentials also on your mobile. So there are several places that you can use simultaneously your GPT and ChatGPT. Okay, you hear me well, right?
Mm-hmm. Hear you perfectly.
Okay, great. Okay, when you are making your own GPT, you don't have to, but you could upload your photo, like your visuals or logo, whatever, or use DALL-E, which is the also from ChatGPT, the image creator. You name your ChatGPT. I will go quickly here because I will show you mine. You give description, short description about what GPT does, and also instructions, which is also super crucial. You can put also conversation starters, and you should upload your knowledge base and click here for all capabilities to leverage and use it the most possible way, the best possible way, so to say. So this is one of my GPTs. It's for, as it says, for travel brands, and actually I'm using it on a daily basis. Recently, I have pivoted to travel tech companies also, and I'm collaborating with them. So I have GPT for them, but this is for travel brands because majority are for here, as I know, are from travel and tourism, right? Not travel tech. So the name is AI Tourism Innovative Travel Brands. I will not read everything, but I will just show you. Helping travel brands and tourism businesses attract more travelers, increase bookings using personalized content with strategies, weekly newsletter, etc., etc. So this is, and also what is also convenient is within ChatGPT, you can prompt, and you should prompt the tool itself to help you to do this description, instructions, and everything else that I will show you later on. So you should give your your GPT a role. So you are my dedicated content strategist and copywriter for travel brands and tourism businesses. Your tone of voice is friendly, human to human, and action-oriented, like the best communicators in the industry. Avoid sounding overly technical, centric, focus on providing value, etc., etc. I have to tell you, most of the creators and most of the people wouldn't show you this. I don't have issues with this because I'm actually sharing with my audience this kind of workflows. So these are my important resources: my landing page, my offer, my pitch deck, my personal website, my blog. Your responsibilities include crafting content, writing my weekly newsletter, creating actionable posts and strategies for my dear clients, key details to incorporate who I am, what I offer, why choose me, ideal customer profile. This is super crucial. Most of the brands, most of the people don't have their ideal customer profile developed or at all, or they have it like in small details, not developed enough. Writing style, examples of prompts to use, and content strategy principles. And there are many topics to read here, not enough time. I didn't give here the conversation started. I can show you this if necessary, but you can start with several layers of conversation. So let's say 3 or 4. Over here you would have, if you decide to go with this. And this is also super crucial. So the knowledge base. The knowledge base, I think it's a lot. No, I know it allows 20 documents to upload here. So what it means, your market research, your competitor research, your internal research, your marketing strategy, branding strategies, everything that you have about your company and also about your competitors and about your objections of your clients. Everything that is useful, of course, you can change it over time, and that you should upload it to your GPT. And of course, you can have multiply GPTs for multiple workflows, for making content, for finances, for operations, SOPs, standard operation procedures, etc. Recommended model. This is not super crucial to use, and as I mentioned, capabilities should be checked out, so to say. So let's use the promised prompt. And I said it's not a magic trick, but it will help you a lot if you're starting from the blank screen, right? You know it, Jenny, when you start from a blank screen as a copywriter.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything beats the blank screen.
Anything beats the blank screen, but this is not anything. It's one of the prompts. And I have to emphasize, prompting is what makes the difference. So prompting is what makes the difference, and iteration. And I will explain it later. So this is the prompt. You're an expert content assistant for travel tech companies and brands. Task is to, based on the idea provided, produce 5 content assets that are concise, practical, and ready to ship. Write in short sentences, avoid hype, use the audience and tone provided. This is the idea. I have put the idea. You should put your own ideas. If you like it, I can post this prompt if needed. Shift, on the page of the event. Shift demand from peak season to shoulder season in London. For example, I took London, of course, to improve for this example, to improve visitor experience, community well-being, and business operations. Audience, the ICP, London-based DMCs, and boutique travel agencies targeting FIT and small groups. Goals: fill off-season gaps, improve guest experience, support local communities, which are the pains. We have talked about it. Overcrowding in peak season, stop burnout, low demand in shorter months. Tone, practical human jargon, deliver exactly these 5 outputs with clear headings. LinkedIn post, newsletter snippet, short email, 30-second voice script, 5-slide carousel outline, and these are the rules to follow. And then you prompt it. So remember, you already made your GPT, right? You have a paid version of the tool. That's also crucial. So you only invest $20 per month for this particular AI tool. So you see, it's the starting point. It's not a magic trick. It's much more than the blank screen. It's not the ending of your content management and content production. And it gives you the idea, the snippets from where to start. Anyhow, I wouldn't suggest you to use it as it is here, but you should use it for example, only for the LinkedIn post, right? And then prompt it, and of course, you should have the content strategy, the content pillars, before that developed, made, right, by somebody, for example, me, or somebody else who is proficient in this field. And then when you have a content strategy, content pillars, content calendar, what to post, then you use your GPT, and then you leverage it on appropriate way. Okay, so this is one way to use it. I want to mention the projects also. So when you do this kind of prompting, you will have also in the paid version the possibility to help projects. Okay, projects are like folders on your desktop, laptop, wherever, exactly like folders, and you should leverage them to have different kind of workflow here. As you see, I have LinkedIn Live, and I have done everything about this LinkedIn Live within this project and chat with Jenny, for example. But what you can do also here, is of course go to new project, name it for this particular case test. And they have improved it heavily in the last period, so to say. And then when you prompt it with your when you do the GPT, this is what I noticed a long time ago. When you do the custom GPT, you cannot put it in the project itself. But for example, here, some other chats which are not made by custom GPT, you can add to the project itself. Okay, and within the project itself, just one second. Within the project itself, no, I will go here. You have the same work, almost actually it's the same workflow. You have instructions here, which is like the instructions for the GPT, and you have files to upload, and it gives the model instructions how to behave and what outputs to provide to you. And as I mentioned and said before, it's super crucial how you use it. I will show mine now. I'm now switching to the voice mode. This is the typical voice mode that you can leverage here in ChatGPT. I wouldn't. Most of the people are using in this way, so they're using this voice mode already built in within the GPT and ChatGPT. Sorry, and then they are just talking to it, right? Talking to the model is super crucial. I will explain you why. This is one way to do it. You can also use it via mobile in the same way, but you will see it's not safe. Also, which is improved recently, you can use the dictate mode, right? Mm-hmm. So I can now dictate to the model whatever I like to, for example, make this content, each piece of content more comprehensive, especially bear in mind to provide a hook on the LinkedIn post and the rehook and the body which goes in the structure of problem, agitation, and solution, and with soft CTA, for example. And then you just check it here, go check mark, and prompt it. So this is the second way to use voice. And the third, which is my favorite and which I recommend you highly to use, I cannot show you, but I will now plug my mic. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Now I have plugged my mic from my laptop, and this is the way, the most common way, and the way how I use it on a daily basis. So you just plug your mic. You can do it also in your on your mobile device. Do you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. Can hear you perfectly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what I have done, I have plugged my mic on my laptop, and I started to talk to it. This is the best possible way, at least from my point of view and my experience, which is more than a year, because over time, the model, any AI model, learns from your tone of voice. I know it sounds creepy, a little bit strange to talk to the tech, and I can tell you a real life situation that I had with my wife when I started to do this, and with my kids, and when I started to leverage, especially this voice mode from ChatGPT. Here you have female and male voice, and she asked me after a while, with which lady you are talking day and night? What you are doing? Who is she? And it was a really funny situation. Of course, she was joking, and of course, my boys had two boys. They are joking with me all day long. Did you bring your AI friend or girlfriend with you? Because I leverage it in using different situations, in different life situations, so to say, also in business, also when we travel, and then you have funny situations like that. What I want to stress out, that I can stop. So I want to stress out that you don't have to, but you should talk to it on a daily basis regularly. I'm doing it, but doing this over a year. But don't mind me, I'm a fanatic, and that's my work, that's my job, the daily job. But you can start easily, like 15 minutes, 30 minutes per day, and talk to the model. This is the best possible way the model will learn from you.
Yeah, as I think we did have a comment. I'm not exactly sure at what point it came up, but Sarah says very creepy.
It's creepy, yeah.
It's creepy.
It's creepy.
That was so interesting and so useful. And we've got lots of questions, so we're going to try to get through a couple of them now, Ivan, because we're already a little bit over time. Now, this is a question that I put up on screen when we were having our tech problems earlier, and I'm so pleased that you came back to answer this question from Hang, because yeah, you're the expert after all. So she says repurposed travel content often falls flat. Either it's not adapted well across platforms, the audience has seen it before, or the new angles don't quite land. In your experience, what's the best way to mitigate that risk? So thank you for that question, Hang.
The best possible way is always and will always be to add your human touch. So I showed you how to speed up the processes, how to adopt it strategically, how to leverage custom GPTs, how to leverage projects. But without the human touch, without knowing your audience, without knowing your tone of voice, without knowing your brand guidelines, how do you speak to your customer, right? It's not possible to gain results which are not generic or like everybody else has it. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah.
So the editing, the human touch, your point of view, your experience. There is only one you, right? So when you involve your, as I mentioned at the beginning in the disclaimer part, when you involve your experience as an expert, nobody can beat you in that way.
Yeah. So in other words, don't outsource your thinking and creativity to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe Hang will come back to us if she's got anything else she wants to add, but there's some more questions. So we've got a question from Natasha. I've joined a little late, but my question is how to learn ChatGPT to find your website for all the excursions in one destination.
This is super crucial. This relates to AI search. And AI search, I'm not the expert in this field, but of course I know a topic or two. The AI search is already here, guys. So we are on the top of the wave. If you leverage AI tools, LLMs, and other tools, of course, to produce content or to do your workflows in your business, especially with the AI search already present here, which is gaining less traction at the moment, but it provides customers and clients who are ready to buy. They are looking for the solutions when they're already within the ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot. Those are the relevant stats, really fresh. I'm following the best experts in the world in this field, like Neil Patel, Gary, and other the best marketers globally, so to say. And the sources, there is more than 80% of AI search traffic flows only through ChatGPT, about 700 million weekly active users. So it's, I think Google has around 1.5, 1.3, don't just take these numbers for granted, active users per week, and are now already, daily. But now already ChatGPT has 700 million. It will be soon 1 billion per week users who are searching for solutions within the LLM. So they are not going only on Google. They are not leaving the AI tool itself. If they find the answer, they go directly to a website or they call you or whatever. So you should be cited within there. And how to be cited, that involves trust. Content which involves trust. And the sources that ChatGPT trusts most are Wikipedia, around almost 50%, Reddit and Quora, around 10-11%, and sites, prominent sites like Forbes and others, if you are cited there. But it's not enough to be only cited, you have to provide value first, content, solutions to your ideal clients. And then you will be cited with some other techniques, using so-called old SEO, search engine optimization, which is now search everywhere optimization shift. And now there is a AEO, or artificial engine optimization, LLM optimization, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. GEO, generator, it doesn't matter. The structure and the approach is the same. So AI traffic is smaller in volume but higher in intent. So those are the buyers who are there already.
Mm-hmm. So in some ways it is about shifting to think about buyer intent, but in some other ways it's also, good content has always been about showing your expertise and building credibility. So, in some ways, if you've been producing content like that anyway, you don't need to worry too much. Is that correct?
Absolutely. The content which serves your ideal clients directly solve their problems, pain points, why they don't sleep at night. This is the content that should be involved in your content strategy and in your content production.
Now we've got one for now, final question from the audience before we start to wrap things up. But please do feel free if you've got any more questions, and if there's any questions we've missed, Ivan will address them in the comments. So this is a question from Sarah, and she says, do you think you could share the information you used to create your own GPT, please?
I have free resources with you to share, and you will have, I can show it quickly, or what should I do, Jenny?
If you were going to share them, these resources at the end anyway.
Yes,
so.
I will share my 100 AI prompts for tourism and travel brands within comments after this linear live session, and you will get the landing page where you should put your name and email. You will get 100 AI prompts to produce content for different platforms. And I will share also another freebie made in Notion. All of my freebies are made in Notion, which I highly recommend. It's a free tool, also AI tool, which provides the possibility to build small websites, etc. It's basically a project management tool, but it can serve you for many other situations.
So Sarah will be able to use these resources to create her own GPT.
Yeah, there is within these 100 AI prompts, there is a recording also of the same workflow that I have shown, not the same GPT that I have, but how to make your own.
That'll be incredibly valuable for our listeners. So that's very generous of you. Thank you so much, Ivan. Yeah, before we wrap up, there was one other offer you wanted to share today, wasn't there?
Yes, for those people who stayed until the end, there is a giveaway from my side, only for Jenny's to talk guests here, and that is I'm giving away free content audit for one travel tech company, if any, but it has to be travel tech, and one travel brand, tourism businesses. It doesn't matter which field exactly, travel agency to operators, DMO, hotelier, whatever. You just have to DM me AI audit. So it's first come, first served, and you will get pro bono free content audit from me.
Wow, what an offer. So you just need to DM Ivan content audit, is that right?
AI audit, content audit,
AI
it
audit,
doesn't matter.
AI audit. Sorry, confusing everybody
It
now
doesn't
with
matter.
a different
Yeah.
option. AI audit, yep. So that's a lovely offer. Thank you very much indeed, Ivan. I've spotted a brilliant question from Alex, but sadly we don't have time to answer it. But I'll just share it with everybody because I think this would be a super question to discuss. We might need to do this another day, but in the meantime, Ivan, I know you'll enjoy chatting with Alex in the comments.
Yeah, for sure.
AI to consume. Thank you so much to our audience. Thanks for your patience and a little tech hiccup. In the meantime, I think I'll be practicing for, I don't know, maybe like learn to sing some songs or something. So next time that happens, I'll know what to do. And thank you, thank you, Ivan, for your generosity today. I think we'll all be going away to play with ChatGPT now and build our own GPTs. So thank you very much for coming along today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me your opportunity.
Thank you. I'll be summarising our chat on Tuesday in the Tour Pro newsletter. And also in a couple of weeks, look out for the next Tour Pro talks where copywriter Suzanne Michaelis and myself will be doing a joint training on how to transform your testimonials. So if you're struggling or if you feel you're not showing your testimonials from guests to their best advantage, this training can help. So once again, thank you. Lots of happy people saying they've really enjoyed this, commenting on your generosity. Thank you again, Ivan, and thank you to our lovely audience. And see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.